right. Here we go again, my goodness. Well, we do have a little theme today, kind of a different theme. It just sort of hit me the other day. Just about every song that's been written is written about love, good love, bad love people, love of a place or something. But there's very few songs that actually have love in their titles. So I just kind of looked through my list, and so I found a few songs that have love in the title. Then that is the theme of today's show. And of course, the first one I just played was Let's Fall in Love, 1933. Actually came from a musical of the same name, Let's Fall in Love. And I have a little history with this song. I am not ashamed to admit that when I went to the Berklee School of Music, I was probably the least qualified person to ever walk through those doors. I mean, I had no reason to be there, but I persevered. And one of the things you did, I'm not sure if they still do it, is every week you would play with people of your similar instrument. There'd be a session with all the drummers, all the piano players, and so there were actually several accordion players. Well, I had no idea what I was doing, so my roommate was actually a fellow I went to high school with, and he started life as an accordion player, and I actually studied with him a little bit. And he changed to piano and became, a fine jazz piano player. So I'm saying, what am I going to do? I can't play with these guys. So we worked and we took this song and we worked on it. He showed me things to do. Came the day I walked into the session full of trepidation, and they never called on me. They never called on me to play. So I survived it. So that's Let's Fall in Love. Now our next tune. You push the right buttons here. That'll be a novelty. And that's not the right button. Okay. This is from a show, Broadway show, 1953, called Can Can. Written by Cole Porter. And this is now Love of a Place. And it's called I Love Paris. I Love Paris. So let's see what we can do, because I didn't hit the right button. Okay, here we go. I love Paris. Actually, I think the reason a fellow who sang the song loved Paris is because, like the words say, my love is there. But still, it's love's in the title. Well, this next tune, I'm sure if you're over the age of 60, you would have had to live under a rock, not to have heard this tune. Fellow named, wasn't that well known. What was his? Oh yeah, Elvis. Elvis did this tune, 1961. Now, we've been to Memphis several times, and one time we did go to the Ace recording studio where Elvis recorded. Johnny Cash did. A lot of the big names recorded at Ace recording studio. And so we walked in. We had gotten they'll send a car for you, so we walked in, and there's a gentleman sitting there, and I can't remember his name, to be honest with you, but the fellow that drove the car said, "Oh, you know, that's whatever his name was. He was Elvis's drummer for 14 years." So I, struck up a little conversation with this gentleman, and I said to him, "I'll bet you've got some stories." And he says, "Oh, yeah," but he didn't tell us any of them. And I did notice a couple of years ago, he is gone. He is gone, so his stories, I guess, are gone with him. But this, from the movie Blue Hawaii, 1961, Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Graceland, which was Elvis's home, is quite an amazing place. For its time, it was, like a big mansion. Today, I mean, in just about every town, there are homes as big, actually, as Graceland. But, of course, Graceland has the Elvis Enigma, and they have a little shed outside the main building, and they have all of Elvis's gold records in that shed. I'm not sure of the total, but I want to say it's something like 160 gold records all through that shed. And of course they have the graves, which, by the way, happens to be the last stop on the tour. There's all the graves there. And of course, across the street they have a great gift shop, and you can buy anything you can think of. It's got Elvis's name plastered on it. So, but it's well worth going. Well worth going. Okay, let's go to 1928, I believe. Again, came from a show, and it's called "I Can't Give You Anything But Love." So it's become a jazz standard through the years. So let's see if I don't do too bad a job on it. I can't give you anything but love. I just think when I was playing that Vibes patch, these guys, they play with mallets, right? And sometimes they get 2 or 3 mallets in each. It's like, wow, how do these guys do it? But anyway. Okay, moving to 1936. And this tune was part of a show, and actually it was written and recorded first by Betty Goodman. Then I think a couple of the shows picked it up, And again, a jazz standard. I don't play this tune a lot, not because I don't like it, but the first part of it is exactly like another tune, and I find myself, I get in the middle and playing, which tune am I playing? So I'm not even going to mention the other tune or even think about it. I'm just going to play this tune, which is called The Glory of Love. The Glory of Love. And now I can tell you the name of the other tune because I don't have to play that one now. It's called, I forgot what the name of it is. Oh, well. Making Whoopee, that's it. The same key, starts the same way, same chords. Oh, does it get confusing? All right, well, we're getting towards the end of our time here. And our final tune is the question that puts it all together. It's called, what is this thing called love? Does anybody have an answer for that? I don't think so. But anyway, 1929, written by Cole Porter, did become part of a show. Now, a lot of times when I say it's from a show, it's because I've never heard of the show, and you probably haven't either. So just, it was part of a show. So same thing with this one. But fortunately, from some of these shows, we get tunes that become classics. So even though the show bombed, the tunes are great. So here we go. What is this foolish thing? Oh, boy. What is this thing called love? Well, I don't know. It's about time for us to leave, so maybe I'll find it out there. I'll let you know next week. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, listening, tuning in. However you do get this extravaganza. And you know what I'm going to say. Bring those young'uns in. Bring them in, because probably not one of these tunes would they be able to find anywhere on the airways except right here with Coach Dave on Accordion Cool. And of course, the guy that makes it all happen, the big guy behind the glass, Austin Ricketts. Every week I come in and he's scared to death I'm gonna throw some kind of curveball at him. But you know, he catches everyone. I don't believe, well, hey, you know, he's the man. He's the man behind the screen. So, again, thank you all for watching. Let's take it home with, what is this foolish thing? Oh.